Let us try to picture today's gospel passage from the Gospel of Mark. Jesus is walking along the sea, teaching the crowds, when suddenly his attention rests on someone in the middle of an ordinary workday. He sees a man named Levi sitting at the tax office and says to him, "Follow me." And Levi gets up and follows. There is no prior description of Levi's character. We are not told if he was searching for God or looking for Jesus. He is not portrayed as someone preparing for a new life. He is simply there, sitting at the tax office. At the time of Jesus' public ministry, Galilee was ruled by Herod Antipas, under whose authority taxes were collected by appointed officials. These included land taxes and indirect taxes such as tolls and custom duties. The term tax collector covered a wide range of roles. The brief portrait of Levi, son of Alphaeus, suggests that he belonged to the lowest rank, an employee collecting customs at a tax office. Jesus sees in them. He does not persuade or explain. His presence itself carries an authority. Something in that encounter compels Levi to respond. This reflects a broader pattern in Mark's Gospel. The initiative always belongs to Jesus. Discipleship begins not with human searching, but with divine invitation. What follows makes the situation uncomfortable for some. Jesus sits at the table in Levi's house along with many tax collectors and sinners. This is where the scribes object. From the perspective of the wisdom tradition, Jesus appears to be breaking a social convention. We read in Psalm chapter 1, verse 1, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers." Here, the righteous are cautioned against close association with sinners. After all, to share a meal is to share a close fellowship. For the Jews of Jesus' time, table fellowship was closely tied to ideas of purity and identity. Meals were not mere social, they expressed religious boundaries. Yet, by eating with those considered sinners and impure, Jesus is not rejecting the law. He is revealing a deeper purpose of God's holiness, one oriented towards restoration than exclusion. Jesus makes this clear when he says, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick." He is not denying the reality of sin, he is clarifying his mission. A physician does not distance himself from the sick. He goes where healing is needed. This helps us understand what is happening at the temple. Jesus is not endorsing sin. He is creating a space where change of heart is possible. The meal becomes a sign of the kingdom of God already at work. A kingdom where forgiveness precedes reform and mercy initiates transformation. The gospel invites us to examine our own instincts. It is often easier to draw lines than to build tables. Easier to protect our sense of righteousness than to risk closeness. Yet, Jesus shows another way. One where mercy is not opposed to holiness, but is its true expression. Levi's response is simple. He rises and follows. That movement lies at the heart of every discipleship. Not having everything resolved, but being willing to stand up when caught. This gospel reminds us that Jesus still passes through our ordinary spaces, still sees us where we are, and still invites us to form. And in doing so, he continues to form a community where healing, forgiveness, and new beginnings can take place, often shared around a table.